practical nurse education. And in our vocational education system, we are offering the basic qualification of the practical nurse. And then we have also the other vocational qualification, for example, social and healthcare and hairdress and beauty. They are not for you. Of course, they are for you if you like to start to study from the hairdresser. But then we have also the further vocational education and special vocational qualification. For example, elderly care and mental health and abuser work. And then we have also the online training. Shortly.
Yeah, very briefly and very effective way. And okay, so actually I have so far, we have a lot of questions like look at a nursing program, is it difficult to become a practical nurse? And from your school, what qualifications or characteristics you are looking for from the students?
I think become a practical nurse isn't hard, but it's not that super easy thing to do. And you need to study a lot about human body and care work and want to work with people. And if you like help people and work social environment, social thing, you should definitely study practical nursing. And if there is people who are already nurse, I think you need to study how we care people in Finland, and Finnish law and Finnish language is the most important thing. It's nursing is quite same in every country, but maybe some variation can be.
Yeah.
And you ask about characteristics. I think you have to be social and be able to make quick decisions and be flexible, and work environment requires cooperation, organization skills, empathy, and fairness.
Yeah, okay, that's quite clear that it's very common and specific for the nursing personality to work that way. And I have seen about your sharing about the studying, right? So okay, it's the right question that I am about to ask. Because here back into okay, let's look at the country that Finest Future Vietnam is located in. Vietnam, we focus on, let's say, theory a little bit, because we don't have enough resources or materials for the practical learning. So for us, when we think about the vocational and the program, and we question what could we what are the training sessions look like? I mean, what would we study during the school year? Because here in Vietnam or somewhere in Asia, which means we still a little focus on the theory. But there, from the sharing of Finnish people, our CEOs, our founders, and also from some nursing in Finland, they told me more about no, we are doing more practical exercises or practical lessons rather than just learn. Yeah. Is it true? Can you explain a little bit about the study?
Yes, I think it's true, because we are really practical. We are also the theory, but we are doing this everything in the practice. And we have a quite long practical training period in each study sessions.
Yeah.
So we have also this kind of, you can see that nursing classroom. So we are doing and practice this in also with the door clients in the classroom.
Wow, that's cool. And I have seen about you have exam as well, right? You are sharing about something about theory and practical exam. And so far, we have like, even myself and the students, we have known that there will be like practical exams happening beside the theory one. But like, are they difficult? Are those exams difficult, and like, you know, and like the facilities to perform the practical exams, like providing by the school, or the student they have to buy themselves or something?
Those, I think nowadays we don't have so many exams at the college or at the school. For example, today we are talking about what are the other ways, how can we show you that we have learned this. For example, we are talking about today, can the student make the podcast?
Yeah.
So we try to find the other way to show that they have learned something. It can't be only the writing, so they can make many things.
Yeah.
Podcast, project.
Yeah.
It's not only the writing exam.
Yeah. So, you know, the first time the student they started in school, they are very worried about like, what if we fail the exam? What happened for us? What will happen if we fail the exam or something?
I think if you fail something, then you do it again. So it's not the end of the world. If you fail something, then you try again, and we do the exams again.
That's lovely. Thank you very much. We would love that as well. And like, you know, actually there's a situation like in our program, we have some students and upcoming students who are already the nurse back to their home country, right? So when they join the program, the question is like, can I graduate faster here because I have the skills already, right? So if possible, how could it be? Or I have to follow the curriculum or something?
Yeah.
Here you can see a structure of a practical nurse in Finland. So there is like vocational part of qualification, which is like 145 competence points. That includes 2 compulsory like parts, and then it's like 1 what you pick from the elective parts. And then there is common parts for everyone, what is like a working life competence, communication, mathematical, scientific competence. And then there is like optional studies. And if you are a nurse in your home country, we do all the students like personal competence development plan. So we check how much you have like work experience and what kind of individual study you need, and how are your previous studies. So we can say how long is the duration, but average is like between 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that's quite clear. So, I mean, like, yeah, this is my recommendation for the audiences here and also the students. Like, if you have experience, it's good to share with your teachers or the school that you have it. And of course, the school will help you and explore your potential. And there will be like, let's say, yeah, the personal competence development plan for you. And hopefully many of you will find it interesting to develop yourself. And actually, like, I have heard that students are going to have internships when they do the program, because yeah, we learn by doing rather than we learn by memorizing. But how can they find the internship, the place to do that? I mean, like there are like options for them to choose, or they have to look for the places themselves.
I think that it depends. If they find themselves the working placement, it's okay. But if they don't, so the college can help you.
Yeah. Okay.
But normally, I think it's so that the college is give you the working placement.
Yeah. And how to say, sorry, but when I look at the curriculum, like average, on average, how many internships for this qualification?
I think there is like a internship in every like parts. So it's one with growth and social inclusion, one with well-being and functional capacity, and maybe 2 in like what elective part you are choosing. So maybe, if I'm not so wrong, 4, 5.
Yeah. So within 2-3 years, 4 or 5 roughly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it depends if you have experience. So those working practical training should be shorter, or if you need more practice, so they might be the personal, so they would be the longer.
Yeah.
It depends yourself.
Wonderful, wonderful, great, like great plan. And like but I mean, talking about like school, but how about like after school, like what activities that student can do when they don't have to sit in class or they don't have to study? Are there any clubs or like extra curriculum or something?
Yeah, we have like if you're living in our college dormitory, which is like Pieksämäki has single rooms and Järvenpää has like 1 to 2 person rooms. And in these college dormitory, there is like counselor on the dormitory from Monday to Friday, and they usually arrange some kind of activity after school. There can be like some clubs or going out or playing something. So there is like some kind of activity, and also like in our cities like Järvenpää or Pieksämäki, there is different kind of activities what you can go and try. I think a lot of different free, no charge, and then there is also what you have to pay something.
Yeah, that's lovely to hear. Yeah, I have seen those like the pictures are very nice, and I saw like some Zeya, like the games in a room, right?
Yeah, these pictures are from Järvenpää, and later I will show what looks in Pieksämäki. But here you can see like common rooms which are for students who live in dormitory. There is like a TV and PlayStation, and you can cook and different kind of things, spend time with together. So it's like try to serve activities after school.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Great. And oh yeah, look like classroom.
Yeah, there's pictures from Pieksämäki simulation class.